Dawn, thank you so much for coming on Drawn Together. This is a long time coming. Well, we're gonna be drawing when you get up and you like look back at your bed and you might have had a snack the night before. We're gonna draw what that looks like, so what you see.
Okay.
Okay. Did you do any snacking last night? Like I need to understand this.
Yeah, last night.
You did? Oh, really? Last night? What was on the menu?
Last night I made the decision that I am gonna stop. Like last night.
Oh, okay.
Last night I was like, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna quit this shit. So last night, I can't believe you're asking this right now. So last night I had like my big send-off party where I had.
How many of those have you had, send-off parties?
This is the first, because usually I just.
You've never said you're gonna quit?
Yeah, I've never said I was gonna stop. I had two separate leftover sherbets from Spot Dessert, which we've talked about. I put my own toppings in those sherbets. I put in a bunch of crunched up chocolate covered pretzels.
Ooh.
Put in mini M&Ms, a couple of Reese's Kiss hearts, because it's around Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So I put all those in there and I ate a mango sherbet. And then I was like, fuck, that was good. And I had a raspberry sherbet, so I whacked that too.
And you put the toppings on the second one too?
Second one too,
I mean,
of course.
You have to
Yeah.
at that point. Yeah.
I also had a pizza for dinner last night. And then like a lot of, you know what I was eating last night? The sour gushers. I think it's a new candy.
I don't like the new shit.
It's not my favorite, but it was very good.
I thought you were more like, I feel like you're like a classic like chocolate guy. Like
Very
that's
much
how
so.
I am. But you like that new, like in a lab type thing, the sour.
No. But I like to try everything.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was my first time.
Those feel like they kill bacteria. Like if you're sick and you eat a sour gusher, it's gonna like.
I also have done no drawing. I'm too locked in on telling you what I ate.
Okay, mine's doing really well. So like tonight, you're gonna get home.
Well, tonight I'll probably eat some snacks because I'm definitely not gonna start it before Monday, right? Like.
Yeah. You are kind of known for telling stories. I feel like a little bit.
I like telling stories, and I definitely, that's something I try and work on. So
yeah.
I think so, I hope, yeah.
I was told that people used to kind of think you were lying about your stories.
People always thought I was lying. They might still, I don't know.
Do people still, yeah, I was going to say, do people still think that?
They definitely might, I don't know. Yeah, it used to bother me really a lot.
That's really annoying.
I hated it.
You go through all this stuff.
I was like, it's the only thing I can do.
Yeah.
And you think I'm making it up.
Yeah.
So that bothered me a lot. But yeah, I guess eventually, like anything, you get over it or you stop paying attention to it.
Why do you think people thought that? Because you just had like such crazy stories.
I guess because they were good. They're good stories for sure. They're entertaining stories. Yeah. They're insane. I actually didn't realize that until later in life. Like I just thought
how insane your stories were.
I thought they were just regular because they're all stories that happened with my friends. So I was like,
well, they're their stories too. They have the same stories.
Like everyone has these stories.
Yeah. No, everyone does not have these stories.
And then like honestly, probably in the last few years where I started, I was like, oh, people don't kind of do the kind of shit we like to do.
Were there any stories that you told where you were like, this is not a big deal at all, and then people freaked out about them?
I vividly remember telling Dan and Kevin my New Orleans story, and I remember their reaction from it. And I like I was just saying, like I kind of just thought it was a regular party story. I think I was like 19 when it happened, so I just thought it was like kind of a normal thing. And I remember Dan and Kevin's reactions both being like, "What the fuck?"
Can you summarize it?
I was at a frat form. I went to Florida State, and I think it was my junior year. And me and my date, she ended up passing out. We didn't do anything. I went out for a few more hours, and I came back to the hotel. I was playing Slap the Bag off like the second or third floor balcony. People were dumping wine, and I was still in my tuxedo, just kind of catching it. But then a woman walked up to me, and she took her titty out, and it was pierced, and she went pierced. And then she took out her other breast, and she squeezed her nipple, and milk came out, and she went lactating. And then she said, "Do you want to f***?" And I was like, "For sure." So I went back to her house, is what it turned out to be. She was watching porn on this huge TV, and then she was like, "You want to go back and f*** in a hot tub?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And so she held my dick like a leash, which was cool.
Oh yeah, okay.
like she was kind of walking me back.
Yeah, never thought of that.
Hey, you can put that one down. And there was a guy in bed,
oh.
And I was like, "Fuck me, what is this all about?" It was her husband, I assume. I guess I don't really know. And then we get to the hot tub. She's like, "Let's go out to the hot tub." So the three of us are sitting in the hot tub. And at one point she says, "Why don't you hop up on the side of this thing? I'll suck that dick of yours."
Oh, okay.
And so I get on the hot tub, and she does this move that I've never seen before in my entire life, where she took out a condom, and I was like, "Oh, word, like that's cool. I like safe sex."
Yeah.
And then she bit like the bag part off the condom and spit it. And I was like, "Well, that's the whole condom thing." And then she used the elastic band part to put around my testicles. This is not comfortable telling you. I'm gonna acknowledge that. Her husband starts trying to come over and I'm like, bro, no, you stay where you're staying. Eventually she's like, why don't the two of us just go inside? So two of us go inside, we finish up, we have some sex. I leave, I get back to the hotel and get on the bus and went back to Tallahassee. That is the short version. Dan and Kevin looked at me very much like you're looking at me right now.
Oh my God.
I don't know, I just remember telling that story and I thought it was fun and particularly that, oh my God.
And you thought that wasn't gonna be a big deal?
Not that I didn't think it was gonna be a big deal. It's hard to even like think about.
How old was she?
Older.
Where was the baby? You said she was lactating.
I don't know, never saw the baby.
That
great question.
I've been thinking, I keep waiting for the baby to come.
No one's ever asked about the baby.
Where the
That's
fuck
a
is
great
the baby?
question. I don't know what the lactation was all about. It was very
You can't
bizarre.
do that without a baby.
I was always thinking, I feel like a baby is necessary here.
So you don't drink anymore, right? But you used to drink a lot?
I don't drink anymore, no.
When did you stop?
I started stopping like 4 years ago. I just kept getting sick and I just couldn't do it anymore. It was just...
like hungover?
Yeah, I was just hungover and I just didn't feel good ever and I had anxiety all the time.
Yeah.
It's just all the standard stuff,
Yeah.
normal stuff that I think a lot of people complain about.
Yeah, and you didn't
Finally
really have an
got caught up to
issue
me.
stopping, kind of? Because I feel like
No.
most people, when they drink a lot, when they stop, it's like, oh, I want to keep drinking, but you didn't.
I got lucky, I guess.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think it's rare.
Yeah, I told the doctor how much I drank and she was like, well, you're gonna fucking die, so make a decision.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'll stop. And then I just stopped the next day.
So KFC Radio ended last year after 13 years, 15 years?
You know what? I don't know if we have an exact answer.
I think I looked it up and
14.
it was 2012, maybe?
Yeah, so I've been saying
So
14 to 26, but I guess if last year.
Do you miss it?
Do I miss it?
Yeah.
I do miss it. I also, I'm still, on Sunday night, I still reflexively like organize my thoughts.
As if you're recording tomorrow.
For Monday morning's recording, yeah. So I start putting my stories in order or something like that, and I'm like, oh wait, never mind, we're not doing anything tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that muscle memory will stop at some point, but it's cool to still have working right now.
Yeah.
Like I don't share opinions anymore at all.
I was gonna say, do you feel like you don't have like do you ever have stories and you're like, well, what do I do with this? I mean, I know you have new shows and stuff, so that's.
I haven't had a story yet where I was like, that would be great for KFC Radio.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll happen many times throughout the rest of my life.
You and Kevin talked so much when you were recording the show. Like you talked, 5 hours a week. So do you feel like, obviously now it's not like you're gonna sit on the phone with Kevin. How has your relationship changed, I guess, since it ended?
It's a great question. When we talk less, obviously.
Yeah.
Talk a lot less. But we text, I wouldn't say we text the same, because we didn't really text it. We don't really text that often.
You didn't need to.
You talk in person.
Yeah. Do you think you would ever do more content with Kevin? Like any,
Yeah.
I don't mean like a one-off video, because I'm sure you'll do that, but you think you would ever do another project or whatever, the two of you?
Yeah,
again?
that was part of the conversation of ending KFC Radio, was like, the KFC Radio, like that name or that brand itself, it's just been 15 years. We've kind of revamped it a million times. There really wasn't another way to revamp it again.
Yeah.
So we were kind of like, if we're gonna do stuff again going forward, it would have to be under a different umbrella. So that kind of contributed to being like, why don't we just end it for now?
Yeah. How many new shows do you have?
I wouldn't even say any at the moment. Well, definitely. Like
There's
Scene
two,
Stealers.
you definitely have 2 new shows.
Yeah,
right?
Scene Stealers and How Did We Get Here are for sure new
Those are shows that are new.
For 100%. But that are also like, we're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
Like we're still not sure what the release schedule is going to be like. Or...
Yeah. What inspired the 2 new shows? I mean, they pretty clearly, I guess, work with like your personality and what you've been doing. But like, what specifically made you want to do the 2 you're doing?
The acting, Scene Stealers,
Yeah.
is basically like, I just want to learn how to act better. And that's a great way to do that. But also very largely inspired by Gruden. Like Gruden, I watched the Jackson Dart Gruden film camp. And I was like, why, like we can do this with acting. Like you just show play, tell me why you made these decisions, why you did that. And so Paz, Owen and I kind of worked out a run of show, and that's what that one is.
Okay.
And then How Did We Get Here is just, honestly, part of it was like the ending of KFC Radio, almost like a scrapyard. Like what are my favorite things about this show? My favorite things are talking about movies and TV and telling stories. So I wanted to definitely be able to continue down those paths.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where these 2 shows came from. And then How Did We Get Here, we're not really sure like how often that's gonna come out or anything like that, but we'll figure it out.
Who is your dream guest for Scene Stealer?
Colin Farrell.
Okay, Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell is the golden goose for me.
You have been doing stand-up also.
I have, yes.
Opening up for Bert. How is that? Are you done with opening up for Bert? Or are there
No,
more,
I got
more
a few
dates?
more dates with him in the spring. But it's been unbelievable. It's fucking insane. Like before you walk on stage to talk to like 16,000 people, no one even asks like how your day went. They're just like, yeah, go say whatever the fuck you want. And that, to me, blows my mind. That they're just like, here's a mic, go talk to them.
Why do you think they want to make sure you're not like violent?
Yeah, I would be like, I don't know, like what's going on in your head right now, dude? Like,
I never thought of that. I guess that would be a good question. But so Bert, I saw a clip the other day. Bert didn't know how little experience you had.
No.
But it's going well because he keeps adding you to dates.
It's
right?
going, yeah,
so
it's going well. He had known I'd done it a little bit, but I've probably done more arena shows now than I've done.
I was gonna ask you that. I was like, have you done more stand-up with?
It's not, but it is funnily close. I don't know if funnily is a word.
I always think about like the first time someone does stand-up, how you write the jokes for that because you haven't tried them. So what was your process like for writing? Did you just kind of amass them over a super long time? You're like, in case I ever do stand-up, or was it?
No. It's a great question again. I don't even remember what my first jokes were, but it wasn't anything like super personal. It was more like broad stuff. Because I figured that would be the safer way to start.
Yeah.
It was like, you don't have to know me to get this or anything like that.
Yeah. Do you think you would ever do stand-up as like your main thing?
I don't think so.
If it went that way,
I wouldn't refuse it.
Yeah.
But Nick Tarani once said that like he liked doing stand-up because it just made him better at this job. And I kind of feel the same way as that. Like I really like doing stand-up because I just think it kind of sharpens other tools that make me better at this job. So I really, really like it. I do. But if it was like I had to choose Barstool or stand-up, I'd choose Barstool. I like acting, I think, the most.
I was gonna say like, so would you do acting as your main thing?
I think so.
Say you had to choose.
But also that is such a weird thing where like I've been so lucky with my experiences with that, where like I only do it with friends, so I might hate it. If I'm not doing it with friends, I might be like, this fucking sucks. Up to now, yeah, I would say that my experience, that's been, I like that the most. But that could change the day I end up on something where I don't know anybody.
So Mascots, that was a big thing for your acting.
Yes.
How was that?
I loved it. I loved it. Obviously,
it always seemed like it was a lot of fun.
It was incredibly fun. I really, truly enjoyed it. Like it was definitely one of those things that was pretty easily, like when we were doing it, I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. Like, I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I'm using a lot of creativity. I'm enjoying myself, all that stuff.
What was the response like to Mascots versus what you expected? I remember when we were recording KFC Radio, you were like, however the response is, I had fun doing it and that's what matters. Do you still feel like that?
I actually still do, yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I know the response, at least from Dave, wasn't great. I think the response from fans was mixed. And I think all that's probably pretty accurate. Like what Dave saw in the numbers is right. You know, it is. But that also is like what happens with YouTube, like it is. Yeah. And then I think we probably didn't land the plane perfectly.
Do you think the Out of Order group would do another like show?
I don't think a show.
Okay.
I think that was a big undertaking. I think
for sure.
I very stupidly, we did the show because we thought it would be easier than a movie, and it turns out movie would be way fucking easier.
Really? Would it be?
Well, just because like
way less
that's
time.
like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
A movie's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like it's double the work we made. So I think our goal is to do something like that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
To maybe work on some short films this year and maybe hopefully get to something like that. But overall, very positive. Obviously, I wish it was better. I wish it was a bigger hit. But I have no regrets or like nothing I would change.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Aside from the fact that I wish people liked it more.
What was your favorite era of Barstool up until now?
Right now.
Really?
I think so. I don't know. Everyone always likes to romanticize the past. I always think the current era is the good era. But they've all been amazing. They've all been great. Yeah. And they've also all been awful. You know?
Yeah.
They've also all have like horrible parts to them.
Yeah.
I think
awesome.
so. I feel the most like useful. I was just like kind of under Dave's thumb, particularly in like Milton and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. You've shared your life online for like so many years. How do you think that's affected who you are?
It's a good question. Probably gave me, I would guess, more anxiety. Not anymore. It's not something I'm worried about anymore. But like, I used to have a lot of anxiety just going out because I felt like people were watching you because they were expecting you to go out and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
To be very online, quote unquote, I think means you have to like read comments, you're immersed in all that stuff. And I think if you're very online, in my experience, I think you think that's the world. And like, I always thought of a lot of negative, particularly about me, and that's just how I saw the world, and I think it's different now that I'm less online.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Here, hopefully in a chair, Hopefully we've done some stuff out of order, has done some stuff that like, maybe we made a cool movie. Maybe there's some kind of entertainment arm of Barstool that like we kind of focus more on movies and TV rather than the sports.
How's your drawing?
It's not very good.
Mine's weird.
It's weird. I actually, you know what? The more I look at it, the more I kind of like it.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, very similar.
Wow.
Very similar drawings.
Very similar. My weird thing is the wall. I tried to do a shadow on the wall, and then it just kind of looked like your bed's getting like rained on.
Wait, did you do a spiral ham too? What's that in there?
Yeah, that's a bowl.
That's a bowl.
Oh, but you did a ham. I didn't. I only went savory food. I mean sweet food, no savory.
I put an ice cream in there. This was supposed to be a pretzel, but that kind of sucked.
All right, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me, Oona.
Sign it for when I.
Sign it down
for
here.
when I have to sell it in a few years.